All right, what's up YouTube? James here with the Buscemi Family Channel. You know, I've made no kind of secret about the fact that I suffer from anxiety. And when you look at anxiety, depression and anxiety obviously go hand in hand. And those that are suffering from either depression or anxiety or both know all too well what I'm speaking of. But what I could say is that the one thing that absolutely saved my life, and when I say saved my life, I'm functioning like a real person, right? When I was suffering from anxiety, I was walking around clouded, never sleeping properly. You know, because I'm not sleeping, I'm not eating correctly because I'm lazy at that point. Going to work, imagine going to work with a cloudiness, like an overall cloudiness, because you're fatigued. You know, you're not sleeping. You're not sleeping because you're excessively anxious. You're excessively worrying at night, so your mind won't rest, right? So this gym, which is just like a home little gym, absolutely saved my life. So if you're suffering from anxiety and depression, and look, I try to be motivational, and maybe you like it, maybe you don't. I don't care. I'm just telling my story. But if you're suffering from anxiety and depression, I know it's easy. It's easy to go get a cocktail because that's gonna instantly calm you down. I know it's easy to never wake up on time and to walk around feeling sorry for yourself. And it's hard to get into the gym, but I'm telling you now, if you could find a way into the gym, it will give you the peace in your heart and the peace in your mind that you're looking for. It saved my life. Check it out. The second that I start lifting weights, the second that I start being active, is the moment my anxiety goes from here to here. Literally, I feel the anxiety melting away, and I feel positive energy coming through my body and my soul. So, of course, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a specialist in any way, but I can tell you that being in this gym and working really hard physically somehow puts my entire body in a beautifully calm state. So recently, I went out to dinner, my wife and I and another couple, and it just so happened that the husband of the other couple, he also suffers from severe anxiety. And I could see in his face, in his countenance, in his body language that anxiety has like just ravaged this man. And he's a good man with good values and a wonderful, beautiful wife and a family and kids. And I have to say, I believe he has a more serious case of anxiety than I have. But he described that he works from home, and when at a certain point he gets so anxious that he has to have a drink. And I get it, right? I totally get it. But what I can say is that's like a circular problem, right? Anxiety, drink, feel like shit. Anxiety, drink, feel like shit. And it's a circular problem that leads to nowhere, but just in that circle. You know, you want to help people. When you see people suffering, you want to help them, but you can't help everyone. But the only thing I could say to either him or anyone is that I'm absolutely certain that if you get into the gym will fight anxiety. It will battle your anxiety and it will win, okay? And it's hard and it's unpleasant, especially in the beginning, but it will get you out of that negative circle. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. And by the way, I hate to be that guy, but I wrote a book. I wrote a book about anxiety. It's titled Anxiety, and it chronicles my life of anxiety. and my business journey as a backdrop. It's on Amazon. I'm gonna put it in the description. Read it, don't read it, I don't care. Morning, Eric. All right, by the way, YouTube, let me show you some of my equipment that could all be purchased on Amazon. First, this set of equipment is the single best buy I've ever made in my life. I've now had it for years, and it's changed my life and allowed me to work out at home. I have 2 children. I can't just leave and go to the gym and leave my wife with all the responsibilities. So it allows me to be in the garage, work out, and then go right back in the house and take care of my fatherly responsibilities. But check out this first piece of equipment. This is the Power Block EXP adjustable dumbbells. It goes from 0 to 90 just by putting this in. So instead of having, you know, I don't know, 16 or 18 or 20 sets of dumbbells, you have one set of dumbbells that goes from 0 to 90 and all of the increments in between. And it's nice and tidy. You're not, it's a garage, right? You don't want it to be inundated with equipment. So just 2 dumbbells that essentially act like a set of 20 dumbbells, so to speak. I got my bench here that goes incline. It goes to a seat. It goes flat. It goes decline. It does everything you could possibly need. Amazon. I got my power tower. If you want to do pull-ups, you saw me doing pull-ups, wide grip, close grip. I have some bands here so I could do tricep pull downs. If you want to do dips, these things come up on both sides. If you want to do abs, these things come up on both sides for leg lifts. I mean, everything that I could possibly need. I have my rower. Sometimes I do HIIT training, high intensity interval training, or sometimes I do steady state cardio, which seems to melt the pounds off. But this fitness reality rower, it's been here for years and it's still working. Then we have this piece of equipment, which I don't even know what it is, but it's my wife's. She's never used it once. Sometimes I do calf raises off the edge of it. But other than that, I think it vibrates and does some silly shit. My wife also got this thing, which is like a mini trampoline that has all shit all over it. No one has ever used it ever, other than to put things on top of it to make the garage less messy. So everything that I need right here in a garage. So with my anxiety, you know, I'm not gonna lie, like I have good days and I have bad days, but what I could say is, since eating correctly and getting into the gym and absolutely ripping it, not only am I exercising the demons, I have more better days than bad days. So if I said to you, if someone's suffering from anxiety and you literally have 5 days a week or 6 days a week where you feel like shit, you're excessively worrying, you're not sleeping at night, or you're sleeping for like an hour or two, waking up another hour or two, and you feel like shit, you're overweight, out of shape. If I said to you, instead of having 5 or 6 bad days a week, just by eating correctly and getting in this gym, you might now move that down from 5 or 6 to 1 or 2. That changes lives. That will change your life. Try it. What I'm gonna say to you is the first week or 2, 3 weeks, you're gonna feel horrible, right? Because you're going from eating like shit, feeling like shit, not sleeping, to getting into a healthy mode. Your body's gonna react. It's gonna say, what the F is going on here? Stick with it. Stick with it. Because on the other side of those 2 or 3 weeks is hope. It's hope. And that's what life is all about. It's about living your best life. So, you know, take it or leave it with my video. You know, doesn't bother me much. But I love helping people. I love being motivational if I can. This has changed my life and it will change yours. I love you.